And the Mercury capsule just went into outer space, like with the countdown. So, Shabbat Shalom and good Shabbos. Before we get started, please terminate the cell phones.
Terminate.
Terminate them.
Terminate.
Terminate them.
Oh,
there
no,
will
no,
be
no.
a $5 charge for the first one that rings.
Very, always, yes.
Thank you. Okay, I am Ricky Bauman, and I serve on your board of directors as president. And for those that have been counting, this is the 4th week in a row you've seen me up here. I will not be up here next week, God willing. Tonight's service will be led by Rabbi Carla, as is customary. We will have a special musical treat tonight. Rachel and Yuri, commonly known as the Rosengolds, will lead us in our music worship. Past President Joanne Sudman will be lighting the Shabbat candles.
Does she know how to do that?
I don't know if she's qualified. I am not. So I have to use matches because I was never qualified on the gizmo.
Okay, so Ricky, I will personally train you.
I
You have the same gizmo at home? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
So, to get this service moving, Ray Munoz will carry the Torah, and Barbara Nova will dress the Torah. Rabbi Carla will be our Baal Koreh, the Torah reader.
Ba'alat Koreh.
Excuse me.
Yes, sorry.
That's why she's the rabbi. She knows Hebrew.
Ba'alat Koreh.
Okay,
Yes.
Ba'alat Koreh. Let's say it together. Ba'alat Koreh.
Okay, thank you.
Tonight's aliyah will be given to our chaplain and past president, Delise Axon. And the gabbai tonight will be Janet Corin. Tonight's Oneg Shabbat is sponsored by Barbara Milstein, all the way in the back in honor of her birthday. Are there any new members tonight? No, I don't see any. Do we have any guests tonight? No.
It's a quiet night here.
Well, we welcome you and truly hope you enjoyed the service.
I do have to warn you that the infamous cough is still with me, and talking makes it worse. So, so keep that in mind. We are going to begin with the lighting of the Shabbat candles.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you, Joanne. You can practice taking him down more when you come up to. Well, that means it's time for Kiddush, which is on page 123 in the prayer book. The text will be on the screen, and it's not here. I know it was poured. I saw the Kiddush cup poured. There's no Kiddush cup for Kiddush. It was poured. I saw it in the other room, but I thought it must be there for some other reason. And I thought about carrying it into the sanctuary, but see, that's not in my job description. So if I do that, I will step on someone else's toes and I'll get into a lot of trouble. So I just didn't do it, and I didn't even think about it until it was time to go over there. And look at this, here it is. Well, we have to have some fun somehow, don't we? Yes, thank you. It's not easy to cough when you're on your toes, okay? So let's just... Kiddush, please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta tanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat l'chaim. Getting it around the and around the man. That's better than the cough syrup I've been taking. We're going to continue with Lecha Dodi, which Yuri and Rachel are going to lead us in. If you're looking for the words, they seem to be right there on the screen.
Please join us.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad v'shemo tiferet v'li techila lecha dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat mekabela לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, לקבלה. לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורק קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת. Please rise. נקבלה. בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ידדי, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה.
We continue with Chatzi Kaddish, which tells us that we have come to the end of the introductory section of the service. You will find it on the screen, and it's on page 144 if you're looking for it in the prayer book. Oh, Janet is missing. She was going to... Oh, no, there you are, Janet. That was convenient. I mentioned a page number, Janet. Yeah. And I didn't mention brackets. Or the blue ones, yeah. Yeah, yeah. What do I do now? Do I have to add this to my al-chet list for Yom Kippur? Okay. Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, uv'izman kariv, v'imiru, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, Le'alam u'lalmei almaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnasei, V'yithadar, V'yitale, V'yitalal, Shmei Dekudesha, Berichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, V'imiru. Amen. That brings us to the formal opening of the service. Please rise for the call to worship. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch hu et Adonai hamivorach. Baruch Adonai hamivorach leolam vaed. Lai 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 lai. And we continue with a reading which is on page 149 in the prayer book and on the screen. Let's read together. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. And we're going to continue with Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha, Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Ken Adonai Eloheinu v'shachbenu v'kumenu nasiya v'chukecha v'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha leolam vaed. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla.
Vatchal tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. That brings us to the Shema, page 152 in the prayer book. On the screen, of course, please rise. Shema Yisrael Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem emet. And we continue with a reading which is on page 157 and on the screen. Let's, yes? No, that's the wrong one. It's on 159 and on the screen. Let's read together. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace, to which the correct response is Halavai. And we're going to sing Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot ose fele malchut charahuvanecha bokeyam Lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Baruch Adonai Gal
we're going to continue with this reading, which is only on the screen. Let's read together. It is evening, and children slowly dream away the storms of day. It is evening, and stars glow gently in the quiet heavens. Can we understand a dream? Find a net to capture the meaning of a glowing star? What bridge spans the vast space we must cross to reach understanding? How small are we who attempt the journey, and yet somehow we learn to find our glory in even endless struggle to comprehend eternal mysteries. We are voyagers in an infinite sea, our destination always beyond the horizon, but we are voyagers. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Leshalom, Leshalom, Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu leshalom. Ve'hamidenu shomrenu lechaim uleshalom, uleshalom. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu leshalom.
And we have a reading on the screen again. Let's read together. The meaning of the Sabbath is to celebrate time rather than space. 6 days a week, we live under the tyranny of things of space. On the Sabbath, we try to become attuned to holiness in time. It is a day when we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the creation of the world. And we're going to sing Yismechu.
If you know it, join us. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג וקורא עונג, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת. מקדשי שבי, כולם ישמעו ויתנגו מטובך, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג וקורא עונג, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת. והשביעי רצית בו, רצית בו וקידשתו, עמדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר למעשה בראשית. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג וקורא עונג, ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת.
שומרי שבת.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת.
וקורא
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת.
We practice, yes. We've been practicing this for how many years now? But but we've got it down now. Yes, we do. This is yes, and if you are brave and you come out on a Saturday morning sometime, you will run into some interesting wrinkles to some of these things. But we're not telling you what they are. We are going to continue now with the central prayer of every Jewish worship service, which is the Amidah, the prayer said standing. And it begins on page 164 in your prayer book. And look at that. Those people over there, they know that they're going to have to stand up, so they don't wait for me to tell them that. The prayer said standing. Yes, I did. Well, there you are. I said it. I accept responsibility for that. And we're going to do it now. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chazdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol atah, Rav Loshia, Mashiva ruach u'morida gashem, mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Mechloflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishene afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimid, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Mashiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, roshim Selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Yeah, I know. And we continue at the top of page 173. The text is on the screen. Let's read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha-Shabbat. And we continue on page 175. The text again is on the screen. Let's read. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. Let worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadcha be'ira na'avod. And we continue on page 177, and again, the text is on the screen. Let's read together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot. And we read together one more time. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace. And nations. Make health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom. Please take this opportunity to pray privately. The traditional text is on page 180 in the Hebrew, and the translation is on the screen.
יושבי תבל, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו, אמרו, אמן.
We're going to continue now on page 362 with the service for the reading of the Torah, Seder Kriyat HaTorah. And of course, all the texts will be on the screen. Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kemasecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim etiv avirtzonecha Tzion tivne chomot Yerushalayim tivne chomot Yerushalayim ki vecha levad batachnu melech el ram v'nisa Adon olamim. Havu godol Eloheinu tenu chavod laTorah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udevar Adonai mi Yerushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Amo Yisrael Bikedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai iti, Uneromema Shemo Yachdav. Lecha Adonai Hagedula V'Hagivura V'Hatiferet V'Hanetzach V'Hahod Uvashamayim Uva'aretz Uvashamayim Uva'aretz Adonai Hamamlacha Olerosh Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hishtachavu Lehar Kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hishtachavu L'Har Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Hishtachavu L'Har Kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Avu L'Har Kodsho Ki Oi Barbara, this is not on correctly.
Yes, I see that.
Yes, okay. We'll fix it. Okay, I'll
Take this.
no, I'll take this.
All right.
Uh-huh.
We never fixed it.
No, it wasn't fixed from before. Yes, we are delinquents. I will in a minute. Tzav is where it begins. It's very easy because huh? What? It's olive, right? That's true, but that's not so easy to find in here. Oh, here it is. It's right here. It's right here. Oh, let go. Okay, so it's right here. Tzav et Aharon. Is that it? Tzav et Aharon. Yeah. Ve'et banav lemor. Zot Torah ta'olah. Yes, that's it. Okay. So we're in the thick of it right now. The most exciting part of the Torah, Leviticus. Yeah. We're in the second Torah portion of Leviticus. And Leviticus will go on for quite some time because it is full of instructions for the Levitical priests, for the Kohanim, and for the Levites who attend to the Kohanim. And there is an enormous attention to detail, as you will hear from just the little section that I'm going to read tonight. We ask ourselves, why do we do this? Why do we read this stuff? We don't do these rituals anymore. We don't have a temple where we bring sacrifices. And this is all about the priests who officiated at the sacrifices. And it's about the sacrifices themselves. And we don't do any of that stuff. Well, when the temple was destroyed, the rabbis said, yeah, well, but we could be back there, you know. So we better stay in tune with it. And they had good reason for thinking that, Remember that when the first temple was destroyed in 586 BCE, the Israelites were restored to Judea 50 years later. That's not long. Not long at all. So they were returned to their practices, and because they had been paying attention to that, when they got back, they knew what they were doing. But the next time, it wasn't so good. And so when the temple was destroyed in the year 70, we didn't go back. But the rabbis didn't know that we wouldn't be going back, and they had every reason to be hopeful that the temple would be rebuilt in their own lifetimes, or in the lifetime of their children at the most. And so they insisted that we continue to read this stuff and be prepared for it. And here we are, 2,000 years later, no temple, and we're still reading this stuff. No, we're not doing Megillah. You got the wrong holiday now. No, this is Shabbat. We did the Megillah, no. We might yet do more Megillah, but we're not tonight. Not tonight, no. So the thing I always find fascinating is that when little boys are introduced to the study of Torah in the Orthodox world, they start them with Leviticus. And they put honey on the pages so that the little boys will touch it. And so that it will be sweet in their mouths. Yes. And they do that with Leviticus. Imagine if they actually did it with something the kids might have been interested in. Genesis. Well, there's lots of good stuff in Genesis. Hey, and there's not bad stuff in Exodus, and there's some really cool stuff in, there's that talking donkey in Bamidbar, yeah, and then, well, there could always be honey, Got the grapes, yes. Yes. But they didn't do that. No, they started with Leviticus. So we are going to read a small section, and this is, if you have a Chumash, you will find it on page 688 in the Chumash. Yes. And it is chapter 6 of the book of Leviticus. I will read verses 1 through 6. Now I'm reading a very short reading, and there are two reasons for it. The first is that, I really am not feeling all that well, and I don't want to drag it out any further than I need to. That's one reason. But the other reason is that there's the stuff that follows and continues is not stuff that I find very inspiring, let's put it that way. And it has to do with guilt offerings, and it has to do with purgation offerings and all of this stuff. And so I have decided to keep it very short. And in the interests of that, we are going to continue with the Torah service now. Now, the elves were out. I saw that, right? The elves were out. So everybody who wants a Chumash has one to follow? Okay, so we can do this now. Say what? I know that. You got a kick out of you. Yes, Barbara, would you go sit there and yeah, that would be good. No, I just think, he needs a little, yeah. Okay. Ta'amud, Fegedevar Shabbat, Meir Shlomo Uvracha Levarech al HaTorah. Say what? That be you? Well, now we are, yes, I am. We are reading from right there. It says Vayidaber. Labor. Actually, yes, go ahead.
melech haolam, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shmo.
noten ha'Torah.
Amen. There, now if you will hold that open. V'yidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, tzav et Aharon ve'et banav lemor, zot Torat ha'olah, hi ha'olah al mugda al hamizbeach, kol halayla ad haboker, ve'esh hamizbeach tukad bo. V'lavash ha'kohen midogbad, u'michnasei vad yilbash al bsaro, והרים את הדשן אשר תאכל האש את העולה על המזבח ושמו אצל המזבח ופשט את בגדיו ולבש בגדים אחרים והוציא את הדשן אל מחוץ למחנה אל מקום טהור והאש על המזבח תוקד בו לא תכבה וביער עליה הכהן עצים בבוקר וערך עליה העולה והקטיר עליה חלבי השלמים אש תמיד תוקד על המזבח לא תכבה. Did you want to translate that?
No, I don't remember it from the
You really don't? Well, I'll give it a go. Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the instruction concerning the burnt offering. This is the burnt offering which will be kept on the altar all through the night to the morning. And the fire of the altar you will keep going. And the priest will wear a linen garment, and linen trousers he will wear on his on his flesh, and he will lift up the ashes which are left when the fire consumes the burnt offering on the altar, and he will put them beside the altar, and he will take off his garments and he will put on different garments, and he will bring the ash to outside of the camp to a place that is pure. And the fire which is on the altar must be kept there, and must not burn out. And the priest will set up the wood every morning, and he will arrange the burnt offering upon it, and he will cause it to smoke with the fat of the well-being offerings, and there will be an eternal fire kept on the altar. It must not burn out.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nota b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shmo.
noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Now, Delise, are you up here for any particular reason?
I just have some things to be thankful for.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful reason to come up to the Torah. Well, so we have a blessing for you.
I like that.
You like blessings too?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. It'll work out well then. So, מי שברך אבותינו ואימותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך את פגה דבושי בת מאיר שלמה וברכה בעבור שעלתה לכבוד המקום ולכבוד התורה. בשכר זה הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמריה ויציליה מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיה עם כל ישראל ונאמר May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless Delise, since she has come up to the Torah in honor of God and Torah. May she merit from the Holy One of blessing protection, rescue from any trouble or distress, and from any illness, minor or serious. May God send blessing and success in her every endeavor, and together with all Israel we say, Amen. See ya. So, for 6 months now, thereabouts, we have been offering a particular prayer at this point for the hostages and for the Israeli military and for the families of all of those people and so on and so forth. Before we sing Lu Yehi tonight, I'm going to ask you to take a moment and listen to what Dahlia Bear has written. Yep.
Hi, Bata. Bring them home. We are led into tunnels, suffocating with humidity and heat. The dampness glistens on the walls of concrete. Trapped below in a dark and dank place, I imagine the light of the sun on my face. Since October 7th, an eternity has passed. Hungry and thirsty in a cell we are cast. In plastic chairs and on the floor we sleep. I think of my sweet little boy and weep. I visualize his eyes and ready smile, capturing that memory for a little while. I crave to hear his voice so clear and pure, asking God to help this pain endure. With empty arms crossed on my chest, I recreate hugging my child to my breast. Burying my nose in his soft curly hair, the thought of losing him is hard to bear. Blue ribbons you wear to keep our memory alive. From this loss and pain, we will survive. The talitot you draped over the back of 2 empty chairs, comforting to know Beth Israel keeps us in their thoughts and prayers.
Thank you, Dahlia. Lu Yehi.
עוד יש מפרש לבן באופק, מול ענן שחור כבד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. ואם בחלונות הערב, אור נרות החג רועד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi.
Yehi, let it be. We ask for, let it be. And now we continue with the traditional Mishaberach. I will read the list of congregants for whom we are praying this Shabbat and give you an opportunity after that to mention privately people for whom you are praying, and then we will go to the music. So this this Shabbat, the congregation is remembering or thinking of Beverly Adler, Shirley Bergman, Barry Brown, Andrea Chasen, Marianne Fink, Batsheva Sarah Gamaran, Arnie Goldklang, Alan Hirsch, Richard Hoffing, Liz Jacobs, Marcia Katz, Verdna Kelly, Carolyn Corlin, Wilma Levine, Marvin Lutzker, Marlis Markovitz, Linda Mostov, Paula Newberger, Leslie Rapkin, Fanny Reese, Rick Reingold, Betty Sarlin, Jacqueline Schindler, Mark Schoenholz, Maxine Schoenholz, Barry Schwartz, Simone Shaw, Joe Sheff, Jeff Sturm, Stephen Tabin, Norman Toff, Don Zion, Stanley Zarofsky, Leslie Zwain, Amit Ben Shirley, Ariel Bat Rivka, Ariella Bat Shoshana, Avra Bat Hinda, Chana Pesa Bat Golda, Chava Bat Esther Malka, Chaya Esther Bat Chana, Devora Bat Ruth, Devora Bat Sarah, Esther Badana Bat Shena Malka, Fege Devashe Bat Bracha, Harav Orli Chaya Bat Yentel, Heshleb Ben Devora, Yosef Shmuel Ben Bertha, Leib Shalom Ben Fagel, Manya Bat Fredel, Masha Bat Esther, Masha Sarah Bat Chana, Menachem Ben Frima, Mindela Bat Frima, Miriam Bat Thelma, Mordechai Ben Sarah, Moshe Hersh Ben Rachel, Pesach Leib Ben Sarah, Rachmel Lazer Ben Yehuda, Sarah Mindel Bat Chana Leah, Bracha Bat Shirley, Shalom Ben Pesel, Shaul Yochanan Ben Sarah, Shena Bat Chaya Esther, Shena Bracha Bat Yehudit, Shena Leah Bat Devora, Shirley Bat Sarah, Shulamit Bat Zilla, Cyril Reza Bat Esther, Velvel Ben Hindabela, Yispa Bat Fege Devashe, and Yonatan Ben Chassia. Now I'm going to ask you to take a few moments and offer prayers silently for people on your own personal list. And as you do so, I'm going to encourage you to articulate those names silently. Please take a few moments to do that.
Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Uyevarech v'yirapeh et hacholim Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Uyevarech v'yirapeh et hacholim Elna Refana Elna Refana Elna Refana Elna Refana Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka רחל ולאה, הוא יברך וירפא את החולים. הוא יברך וירפא את החולים.
We're going to lift and dress the Torah scroll to return it to the ark. Please rise. What?
וזאת התורה ששם משה לפני בני ישראל, על פי אדוני ביד משה. יא לי לי לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי לי לי, יא לי לי, יא לי לי לי.
It's this way.
יא לי לי לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי. וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל, על פי אדוני ביד משה. יא לי לי לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי לי לי, יא לי לי, יא לי לי לי. יא לי לי לי, יא לי 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 לי, יא לי 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 לי.
יהללו את שם אדוני כי נשגב שמו לבדו. הודו על ארץ בשמיים, וירם קרן לעמו, לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל עם קרובו. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Eitz chaim hi la v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadeshemenu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem. Yishar Korech. What is going on up here? Well, I had originally thought I wouldn't offer any kind of drash this evening, but there is a little piece that I do want to address. And you may have heard about this stuff going on in Israel this weekend. This is a big weekend for stuff in Israel. And I'm not talking about Easter Sunday either. But really, if you think about it, this Friday, today is the last day, I think this is the last Friday in Ramadan. And Sunday is Easter Sunday. So it's like a very big weekend for the police. But there's something else going on that is very, very important. And actually, two things have converged. A couple of years ago, the Supreme Court issued a ruling which said that the government had to come up with a plan that would be in place by the 31st of March of 2024, which seemed like forever out there, for the conscription of Haredi men into the military. The 31st of March. That's, it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So that's a biggie. And there is no evidence that the government has any kind of plan to make that happen. And then out of seemingly nowhere, along came another Supreme Court instruction which said that the government has to cut off funding to schools which don't send their young men into the military. That's a biggie. That is a very big biggie. And that's what's happening in Israel right now. So there are going to be demonstrations on the streets, on both sides of this, of course. But this weekend is this convergence of two Supreme Court rulings on the subject of the Haredim who don't serve in the military. And cutting off the money to the schools is a very drastic step. There have been protests already, and there are people saying that you're destroying a whole stream of Judaism this way and cutting us off from our history and all the rest of it. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. But watch what happens. I have no idea how this is going to unfold, but we all need to be paying very close attention to this. I don't remember any time recently where there have been two Supreme Court rulings on basically the same subject that are so inflammatory. And those of us who shake our heads when we hear that the Haredim don't serve in the military, we say, yes, but it's necessary. This is the way it should be, right? Well, it's going to be wild over there. So follow what's happening with that. Two Supreme Court decisions that have to be taken into consideration. There's lots of other things going on, but I'll save that other stuff for a while. And so we are going to continue now with the Aleinu, which is on page 586, and it is on the screen as well. Yes, just like that. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל v'al haaretz, haaretz, mitachat ein od. Together we read. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad ushemo echad. Let's read together. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. For the past month or so, we have been adding to our own Kaddish list the names of 10 victims of the Holocaust, just so that the Holocaust does not become an abstract concept for us. And so this evening we are going to think about these Jews from Poland. Fege Schmidtko, Judith Muccio, Itti Liebfeld, Yeti Gimpler, Batya Majewski, Matis Weichmann, Moshe Kiddush, Moshe Buchweiss, Rochel Garbener, Rivka Ferrer. And I'm going to read the names of congregants as well. And if I read a member of your family, I'm going to ask you to please rise when that name is read and remain standing, and we will all say Kaddish together. So this Shabbat we are remembering Thelma McDaniel, mother of Jean Aronson, Frances Bromberg, mother-in-law of Joellen Bromberg, Emma Kessler-Conti, mother of Robert Conti, Sadie Gilbert, mother of Fran Bodman, Elizabeth Holtz, mother of Winifred Goldklang, Irene Cronin, stepmother of Shelley Grossman, Dorothy Kemmelar, grandmother of Stephanie Peshek, David Friedman, nephew of Laura Rudderfors, Harry Kofsky, father of Ida Lee Rubin, Joseph Kaplan, father of Betty Sarlin, Sarah Kaplan, mother of Betty Sarlin, Margaret Stern, mother of Gary Stern, Ann Epstein, sister of Saul Waxstein, Grace Strug, mother of Donna Wiener, Elaine Zions, late wife of Sam Zions, Esther Goldberg, Henry Goldberg, Irving Spector, Muriel Himmel, Leonard Lone, and Sig Ross. And we are counting Shloshim for congregant Robert Berg, the husband of temple member Merle Berg. Please join us with Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah B'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei d'kudsha b'richu La'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom bimramav v'yase shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated. Everybody's favorite part of the service, announcements. Did you forget, Ricky?
We all try to forget. The little thing fell off here.
A little thing fell
A
off?
little thing fell off.
Oh.
Thank you, Rabbi Carlo, all of the BEMA participants, our amazing tech crew, and much thanks to Rachel Rosenzweig and Yuri Reingold for their beautiful music. Classes as usual this coming week, except Tuesday, 1:30, the never-ending Hebrew class is canceled due to the Women's Seder. Sisterhood will bring Passover a little closer with that Seder, and you have to see Donna Wiener tonight unless it's already closed.
We have 64 people.
It's closed. So sorry. Ooh. Next year. Shabbat services next Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Our sadly postponed Purim spiel, Esterella, written and directed by our playwright in residence, Dahlia Bear. God willing, will be presented in all of its glory on Sunday, April 7th. Listen for the time, 7 p.m. That's the time, 7 p.m. Board of Directors meeting Tuesday on the 9th at 7 p.m. All are welcome. Men's Club membership meeting Wednesday, April 10th, 12 noon. Library Book Club via Zoom Monday, April 15th, 10:30 a.m. First night Seder, of course, is closed out. Our second night potluck Seder on April 23rd is wide open for anyone that wants to participate. See me. This year, it is now free. Ooh. Are there any simchas? Quickly. Come on, John, bring it home.
Our simcha for today is that earlier today, a Amazon truck hit our portico and caused some damage. Wait a minute. Okay. An Amazon truck hit our portico and caused some damage to it. We've had to take down a portion of the underside there. And but due to the courage and the resilience and the quick work of Joanne Sudman, this is the simcha. She chased down the Amazon truck in her golf cart, away, and wrangled the young man back here. And he was very humble, and he didn't realize that he scraped the tire. He thought it was his packages falling over in the back of his truck. Not really realizing he was carrying part of our aluminum off our portico. So because of that, Amazon is going to be reimbursing us for their for the damages, and we thank you for Joanne. Thank you, Joanne.
And the main and best thing is that no one was injured. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, then, let us conclude this service.
You got
Ma
it.
yafeh hayom, how beautiful is this day.
If you know it, join us.
Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
And turn on your cell phones, Rochelle Lafer. I tried calling him.
Shabbat shalom, baby.
Oh. What?
Oh, they just know.
You're not ready for me? Okay, I'll get Rabbi first.